Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account, and I do not want you guys to miss out, especially if you are new to AFK Arena, the shop refreshes. So this is something that we talk about every time it comes up, because again, I really see the benefit with refreshing the shop. Not satisfied with the goods? Well, there's plenty you can choose from. During the event, the first 2 times in the store, the refreshes are free. Regularly you pay diamonds for this, but the store, the guild store, and the challenger store, they are free during this event, guys. You can see it runs for 7 days. Now the big thing to remember with this is if you're getting the dimensional heroes, guys, don't spend the resources with the shop refreshes. Again, there are a lot of players that went through and actually did the shop refreshes or bought things out of the shop looking for dimensional gear specifically and got completely burned because they didn't have the ability to actually go in there and buy the heroes themselves, because again, they got burned. I get a lot of messages over on YouTube. I get a lot of messages on Discord, and it has happened to quite a few players. So looking in the shop, guys, we're going to buy this out, and I cover this again quite a bit. Elemental shards and the time emblems. Now, there's a lot of kind of back and forth with the time emblems, but looking at the lineup right now with what we have with our awakened heroes, this is really going to be the only way that you're going to be able to build them. Even if you are a free-to-play player, this is literally the only way that you're going to be able to build them is buying these cards, guys. I recommend buying them every single day, and I focus on them for an incredible amount of time. Now, I also buy out the hero essence, and I also do buy out the Poe coins. Now, these with amplifying emblems and the primordial emblems, I make sure that I stay and have enough owned right here that I can cover at least one full hero. Meaning that if I utilize the primordial and the amplifying emblems, I am still going to have enough to essentially restock them with the double dims coming. Remember, you're going to have the primordial and the amplifying emblems to get both Rem and Amelia up to that plus 20 signature item. Even before you start utilizing those emblems of space, you are going to have a couple hundred of those to go ahead and build those. Now, the rest of the shop, guys, if you are free to play, some players do choose to really buy this out. I buy this out because we are still looking to power level a resonating crystal. Now, the big thing is with our refreshes, usually this takes diamonds. This costs 100 diamonds the first time you refresh it. With the shop refresh, that is why specifically we wanted to talk about it. It is free. Now, I do not buy the cores. I do not buy the baits. You can, it's really your preference in there, but I do not, just because of the sheer cost of those and the diamonds, because you have to also think, if you're buying out the bait, if you're buying out the core, that means you're not going to be able to do stargazers and get heroes out of there, whether it's awakened heroes that you have to that ascended level, or if it is looking for new celestials and hypogens. Burning the diamonds in here to build out a couple heroes is not going to be super beneficial. Now, of course, we get our shop refresh. It is going to be the same thing, guys, so I'm going to buy out those exact same ones. You can see we didn't, unfortunately, get any stones here. Now this actually switched to the primordial emblems. And if you're looking to buy the emblems, guys, this is really good because this only consumes gold. As you see right here, guys, we have 3.4 billion gold. Gold gets to a point where you really doesn't make a big difference because you have more than enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy the crate of hero essence. And again, we're going to open those up. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. We still have one more refresh. Boom, there we go. That is number 3. With number 3, we're going to do the exact same. We're going to burn through a lot of gold. And there we go. So those are going to be our purchases, guys. So with the refreshes, I know we spent quite a few diamonds on those 8-hour essence, but when you look at tower progression, when you look at campaign progression, even looking at the Abyssal Expedition and the hunting fields, levels make a really big difference in those game modes. I know looking at the Twisted Realm, the Cursed Realm, Nightmare Corridor, even looking at the Temple Rift, things of that nature, Treasure Scramble, doesn't make a difference for the levels. It's more about the hero builds. But overall, guys, that is it for the refreshes. Now, over on the guild store, this is the other reason why I really said, be careful, guys, with this. And I cannot stress this enough, guys. This resets in 7 days. It is going to cost you, if you're getting the emblems out of here, that is going to cost you, if I remember correctly, 80,000 guild coins. I do not want you to get burned with 1, coming down here and picking up dimensional gear, or 2, buying the emblems out of here when this refreshes and then getting burned because you don't have enough to get the heroes out of there. Now for me, since we already picked up Amelia and we did already pick up Rem, I am looking for the gear. I have 1 piece for Rem. I have 2 pieces already for Amelia. So again, looking where we're at, I know we have a couple more days here. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. And this is for gear. That is what we're looking for down here, guys. You can see we did not get any more dimensional gear, and that's what we're looking for. Dimensional gear comes out of the shop, and I'm hoping we get a piece this time, which it looks like we did. We got boots. So this is the only way, and again, a lot of questions I got over on YouTube. This is the only way to get the dimensional gear. A lot of players, new players to AFK Arena, said I didn't even know dimensional gear existed with the faction bonus. This little tiny bottom row right here is the only place you can get it, short of just doing a purchase for it, like straight up buying their gear, which again, a lot of players didn't know the gear falls in here. They were actually going to the shop, to the merchant to buy the gear specifically, but it does fall in here, guys. So we have a dimensional pair of boots. I think that is actually one that I need for Amelia. So looking here, guys, we have just regular boots. As you can see, I already have 2 pieces here. So we are actually going to pick up those boots out of here because again, I already bought Rem and I already bought Amelia, which means again, we have these guild coins that we're utilizing to pick up the dimensional gear. We're going to go ahead, we're going to equip those on her. There we go, enchant them all up. Which again, this is really a big part for the cost. So tier 1 stone, I don't have any tier 2 stones at this point, but we can go ahead and resonate. And we know we already do have the boots for her, which is awesome to see that we did get a piece of dimensional gear out of there. Now the third shop that gets the refresh, guys, is the Challenger store. No clue why in the world this has the reset. Short of, I guess, if you're down here and you're buying out your dimensional hero shards. Big thing with this, guys, is everything in here is pretty expensive. So the chances of you actually needing the refreshes are pretty low. I mean, I've been playing this account for 3+ years at this point. As you can see, we still have Celestial and Hypogean heroes to buy out of here. I do have all of the dimensional heroes that we acquired through the exchange. But overall, guys, the refresh in here really doesn't do anything. I guess maybe short of farming out these shards or buying these shards. But again, I can buy them with gold. So I'm going to save until I have Aziz and I do have Orthos up to the 5-star completely maxed out is where we want to build them. We'll get them there eventually. I would like if they got rid of this refresh and just literally moved it over to the Labyrinth store. You can see a majority of the Labyrinth stuff we do buy out every single month. And this is just through regular gameplay. Now, one big caveat with this, guys, is I do get bonus Labyrinth tokens because of the VIP level that we're at. So we do get a little more out of there. All right, guys, last thing we wanted to look out was, again, the merchant ship. So in here, there are the 2 dimensional heroes, and you can see, and again, this is where a lot of players said that they were buying out the dimensional gear, which is in here, guys. Do not spend your money for the dimensional gear in here. As much as I like the tier stones and also the resources, it is not worth buying the dimensional gear out of here. And I thought they used to have it where you could just get a little bit more gear, but you can see there is the Mythic Choice chest. A lot of players, again, did not know that Mythic gear was a option when it comes to the shop, which of course, as you can see that we just picked up our boots, it is available in the guild store. Might take a little bit of time, but like I said, this randomizes every day, so you get 4 pieces of faction loot. One of those will by chance again be the dimensional gear that you're looking for. Sorry guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.